Hi, my name is Mina. I'm starting this, I guess, video blog, because I'm pretty sure I am diabetic now. How I know this or how I'm feeling this is that, well, I do have a genetic factor. Both my mother and grandmother are diabetic. I think all my uncles are diabetic now on my mother's side. Um, So there's that. I did have gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with my daughter. That was 8 years ago. I hear you're more susceptible to developing diabetes later on once that happens. Um, I was hypoglycemic um, chronically in my 20s, and that's like when your blood sugar crashes all the time. And I am probably about 60 to 70 pounds overweight, which is certainly a risk factor. But then those are really just the risk factors. I'm actually symptomatic. So drinking a lot of water, constantly thirsty. I mean, even though you're supposed to be drinking, your regular 64 ounces, that's 8 cups, 8 times a day. Um, I'm probably drinking more than that. I typically don't get thirsty. I don't know why. Typically have a really hard time reminding myself to, hydrate. But I'm probably going through a case of water a week just by myself. Um, so there's that. There is that I've developed a ring around my neck, which I'm hearing, okay, this might be a myth. I haven't necessarily looked it up, but possibly a symptom is the ring, which is something that suddenly appeared the last couple of years. Um, then there is developing a skin tags, something else that's happened the last couple of years. Never really had a skin tag problem. Um, and then I was visiting my mother over the weekend, this last Saturday, and told her my symptoms. I've already made an appointment to see the doctor to get my A1C checked to get it verified. Since she's diabetic, she's like, well, let's go ahead and check your blood sugar now. I got a kit. Let's do it. And so she checked it, and it was about 218, 219. And this was about 2 hours after I ate. So your blood sugar is supposed to be, from my understanding, kind of a straight 100, 99 constantly. So having something at that high, yes, I'm pretty sure that I'm diabetic now. Um, so having, had gestational diabetes during my pregnancy, I'm a little familiar with, what I need to do. Um, the diet is pretty similar. I'm going to be having, I believe I would have less carbs now not being pregnant than I would being pregnant. So I looked it up, thank you Google, and found out it'd be around probably about 45 grams of carbs per meal, and um, about 15 grams for the two snacks that I get. So breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Um, I'm hoping that I'll be able to control it with diet, and like my mother has. She's on metformin and, controls it with diet. Because I'm afraid of needles. I don't think I could be able to handle an insulin shot. So um, that's really it. So I will do another vlog here after I see the doctor and see what the decision is, what my test results were, which, I kind of already have a pretty good idea, um, and then what the plan is, how I'm going to be living the rest of my life, and everything. So my purpose of this is, to kind of educate the process of, diabetes education. Um, Maybe I'll actually start cooking more. I'm a horrible cook. I typically don't use fresh vegetables. Um, I'm terrible about that. But now, now that after seeing my mother on Saturday and figuring I probably am diabetic, I did go out and buy produce and healthier foods, and actually looked at labels. And I'm not a label looker. I never have been. I never really had to be, because I really, until the last 10 years, I've always been a pretty slim person, and you know, actually had to eat a lot of this unhealthy food to kind of maintain my weight. And then I guess as I got older, my metabolism just got slower, and my eating habits didn't change. So I still eat like a teenager, and I'm definitely not a teenager anymore. Um, so I will be eating healthier. I will be more active, and I will let you know what our plan of action is after I talk to a doctor, and hopefully a nutritionist too, because I want to make sure that the 45 grams is where I'm supposed to be. So that is it. Thank you.